Have you ever wondered about the fate of the world's most famous lost library, the Library of Alexandria? This isn't just any old library we're talking about, but a beacon of knowledge that once stood proudly in the ancient city of Alexandria. Imagine, if you will, a time when the world was still ripe with unexplored territories and unexplained phenomena. This is where our story begins, in the bustling city of Alexandria, where a grand library was born. It wasn't merely a collection of scrolls and texts, but a radiant hub of intellect and discovery. Established by Ptolemy I Soter in the 3rd century BC, the Library of Alexandria was not just a symbol of power and prestige, but a testament to the thirst for knowledge that defined the era. It was a place where scholars from all over the known world would gather, their minds teeming with ideas, their hearts full of curiosity. The library's collection was said to be vast and varied, housing hundreds of thousands of scrolls, which equates to tens of thousands of modern books. It was a treasure trove of human thought, containing works of literature, history, science, and philosophy. But here's where the mystery thickens. Despite its grandeur and significance, the Library of Alexandria vanished from the pages of history. Its disappearance wasn't marked by a single catastrophic event, but rather a series of misfortunes and neglect over centuries. Theories about its end are as varied as the scrolls it once housed. Some suggest it was destroyed in a fire during Julius Caesar's civil war. Others believe it gradually declined due to lack of funds and neglect. The truth, however, remains shrouded in the mists of time. The loss of the Library of Alexandria is not just about the disappearance of a building or a collection of scrolls. It represents the loss of a significant portion of ancient knowledge and wisdom. A beacon of knowledge and wisdom, its disappearance remains one of history's greatest enigmas. In the heart of ancient Alexandria stood a monument to human curiosity and intellect, a place where the world's brightest minds congregated, where every scroll held a universe of wisdom. The Library of Alexandria. Established by the Ptolemaic dynasty, it was a grand project, a dream to hold all the world's knowledge under one roof. Picture this: a sprawling complex with walls lined with tens of thousands of papyrus scrolls. Not just a library, but a powerhouse of intellect, a hub for scholars from all corners of the ancient world. It was more than just a repository of books. It was an institution for the inquisitive mind, a place for dialogue, study, and profound discovery. Can you imagine walking down its hallowed halls, brushing past scholars like Euclid, the father of geometry, or the astronomer Eratosthenes, who first accurately calculated the Earth's circumference? It was here that Archimedes pondered over mathematical problems, and the polymath Hypatia broke barriers as a woman in the field of philosophy and mathematics. The library was a melting pot of ideas, a place where science, philosophy, and the arts flourished. The significance of the Library of Alexandria in the ancient world cannot be overstated. It was the intellectual heart of the Hellenistic world, a symbol of the Ptolemaic dynasty's commitment to learning and enlightenment. It was a place where knowledge was treasured, where every scroll was a priceless possession and every scholar a torchbearer of wisdom. But it was more than that. The library was a testament to the human spirit, to our insatiable thirst for knowledge. It was a beacon of light in a world that was still finding its way out of the shadows of ignorance. A place where wisdom was not just preserved but cultivated, where minds were not just filled but ignited. It was a shining beacon in the ancient world, a testament to the thirst for knowledge. The Library of Alexandria resonates through history, its echoes found in the works of ancient scholars. As we voyage through the annals of time, we uncover hints of this fabled institution in the writings of intellectuals who were the torchbearers of knowledge in their era. Take Strabo, for instance, a renowned geographer and historian. He painted a vivid picture of the library, describing it as part of the Grand Museum, a shrine dedicated to the Muses. This wasn't just a collection of scrolls, it was a vibrant intellectual hub where the brightest minds of antiquity gathered. Then we have the philosopher Philo of Byzantium, who in his writings marveled at the sheer scale of the library, hinting at hundreds of thousands of scrolls. Such accounts add a layer of credibility to the grand tales of the library's scale and its vast repository of knowledge. However, the library wasn't just about quantity, it was a treasure trove of quality works too. Notable among these was the Mechanics, a pioneering work by the ancient engineer Hero of Alexandria, who hailed from this city. His inventions, documented in this work, were centuries ahead of their time. The library also housed the Histories by Manetho, an Egyptian priest. His work, crucial for understanding the chronology of ancient Egyptian dynasties, was likely a result of the access he had to the exhaustive archives of the library. The writings of Eratosthenes, another scholar associated with the library, are also noteworthy. His calculations of the Earth's circumference using shadows cast by the sun were astonishingly accurate, reflecting the library's commitment to scientific inquiry. Perhaps the most intriguing is the Septuagint, a Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible. Legend has it that 72 scholars, each working in solitude, produced identical translations, a miracle attributed to divine inspiration. The Septuagint marked a significant milestone in the history of biblical literature, and its creation within the library walls underscores the institution's far-reaching influence. In essence, these historical records, woven into the fabric of our cultural and intellectual heritage, offer tantalizing glimpses into the lost library. They are echoes from the past, whispers of a once thriving beacon of knowledge that was the Library of Alexandria. These historical records offer tantalizing glimpses into the lost library. The fate of the Library of Alexandria has been a subject of speculation for centuries. This grand repository of knowledge, once the jewel of the ancient world, vanished without a trace. But where did it go? What happened to the countless scrolls of wisdom it held? Scholars and historians have posed several theories, each with its own tantalizing details and intriguing possibilities. One theory suggests that the library didn't meet a sudden tragic end, but rather faded slowly into obscurity. As the political climate of the ancient world shifted, so too did the focus on intellectual pursuits. Perhaps the library, once bustling with scholars and philosophers, fell out of use over time. The scrolls may have disintegrated, the building repurposed, and eventually, the memory of the library itself lost to the sands of time. But then, there's the more dramatic theory, one that involves Julius Caesar and a catastrophic fire. It's a story that has been told and retold through the ages. In 48 BC, during Caesar's civil war, it is said that the Roman leader set fire to his own ships in the Alexandrian harbor to thwart his enemy. The flames, fueled by the winds, are believed to have spread to the city, reaching the library and reducing it and its invaluable collection to ashes. This theory, while dramatic, has met with skepticism. Some argue that the library was too far from the harbor for the fire to reach it. Others suggest that even if the library was damaged in the fire, it may have been rebuilt, only to be destroyed again in later conflicts. Then, there are those who believe the library's destruction was a result of a combination of these theories and more. A gradual decline punctuated by periods of destruction and rebuilding. The truth may lie somewhere in these theories, or perhaps it remains hidden, waiting to be discovered. Despite our best efforts, the fate of the Library of Alexandria remains one of history's most captivating mysteries. As we delve deeper into the past, we can only hope that one day the truth will be unearthed. One of the most popular theories involves Julius Caesar and a catastrophic fire. This narrative paints a vivid picture of the great Roman leader accidentally setting the library ablaze during his civil war in 48 BC. However, like any good mystery, the plot thickens. Some historical accounts contradict this theory, suggesting that the library was not completely destroyed, but rather suffered extensive damage. Here's where the controversy stirs. Could the library, a beacon of knowledge and wisdom, have withstood this initial blow only to succumb to a slow decline over the following centuries? Or perhaps, was it caught in the crossfire of multiple events, each chipping away at its grandeur until nothing remained? The puzzle is far from complete, and the pieces we have are shrouded in uncertainty. Historians continue to debate, and the burning question remains: could a single fire have erased such a vast repository of knowledge, or were there multiple tragedies? Despite its disappearance, the Library of Alexandria left a lasting legacy. It stands as a monument to the human thirst for knowledge, shaping the very concept of a library. Its spirit is echoed in every corner of our modern libraries and universities, in every scroll preserved, every book printed, every byte of information stored. The Library of Alexandria was more than a building. It was an idea, a dream of universal knowledge. The Library of Alexandria continues to inspire us, reminding us of the power of knowledge and the mysteries it holds. As we close the book on this intriguing chapter of history, we thank you for joining us on this journey through time. The tale of the Library of Alexandria serves as a reminder of the fragility and the power of knowledge. It invites us all to delve deeper, to ask questions, to seek answers, and to embrace the enigmatic tapestry of our past. Remember, the past may be written in stone, but its interpretation is always open to discovery. Until next time, keep exploring.